review of Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Coverage Foundation. That's the box. It is 30 milliliters, and according to the box, this has 12-hour staying power, soothing, natural looking liquid cream makeup for concealing all skin imperfections, including surgical and acne scars, birthmarks, sunspots, and varicose veins. Helps protect with SPF 15, suitable for post-surgery, as directed by your physician, non-acnogenic, dermatologist tested. This is what the packaging, what the tube actually looks like. So it's beautiful, it's nice, sleek, like all of the Estee Lauder's products. And the color that I got is 2W2 Rattan, something that is definitely too yellow for me. However, unfortunately, I think that this foundation comes in only 6 or 8 shades, which really by today's standard is not many, and they simply didn't have a shade that would perfectly match my skin. Now this is a yellow foundation, so I normally go for yellowish foundations because my skin tends to be slightly red. As you can see, I do have quite a lot of redness on my cheeks, around my nose. I have a cold sore here, and then also I have something like pigmentation on my pigmentation spots on my forehead. So I just wanted to see whether this foundation can successfully cover all of my problem areas. Okay, today I'm going to be using a brush by Real Techniques. I think it's the buffing brush, that's what it says on the packaging anyway. I have already prepped my skin, so this already under eye cream and moisturizing cream on my face. I didn't use a primer today. I just want to see if it's a full coverage foundation, how it's gonna do throughout the day on its own. It apparently is meant to stay on for up to, I suppose, up to 12 hours. Before I start applying the foundation, I just wanted to mention the smell. So I can't quite tell what this smell reminds me of. It's not a particularly pleasant smell, and it's quite strong for a foundation. Now it doesn't bother me, to be quite honest with you. I don't really like perfume in my foundations anyway, but this, I know what it smells like. It smells like an expired mascara, you know, when the mascara goes bad. This is basically what this foundation smells like. Okay, so it is not expired, I just got it, so I literally opened it yesterday, and it is going to expire apparently in only 24 months. So since it's been only 24 hours, I suspect that it's probably still quite alright. Okay, so as you can see, I mean, this is a really thick foundation. This drop is just not moving, it's not going anywhere, it's just staying where I actually put it on. So that normally indicates that the foundation is really thick, but if it's full coverage, that's what I would expect anyway. Okay, so it is a really thick foundation. It's not difficult to blend, but it's almost slightly more difficult to distribute because of the thickness of it and the color, which doesn't match my skin very well. I obviously have to make sure that my skin is covered very evenly, because you know, you don't want to have like patches of bare skin, especially if my skin is quite pink and the foundation is actually yellow. But overall it is really easy to blend with the brush. I'm not sure about the blending, I'm not sure about the blender, because I think that the blender, this foundation might be a little bit too thick for a blender, but you know, we can definitely test with the blender eventually as well. Okay, my hair is getting in the way. So I think it's quite important to blend it out really well first time round, because I think that when it's completely dry on your face, it's just not gonna move whatever you do. So just, you know, spending a little bit of time blending this foundation will definitely be beneficial, since I don't think you can really do much about any mistakes later on. Okay. Okay, so first things first, so it did cover pretty much all of the redness on my face. It didn't cover the redness on my nose fully, but my nose is a little bit more problematic because it is actually quite oily, so no foundation can actually stay on for very long in this particular area, because, you know, just the oiliness of my nose means that you know, the foundation just constantly being removed by the new sort of oils appearing on my nose. Then other than that, it blended just fine, so it seems to be quite well distributed at this point, quite even. It covered the redness around my nose, and it covered the cold sore on my mouth as well, which is really good. And then the spots on my forehead, they are not the spots on my forehead, they are not particularly visible either, but obviously there is a little bit of skin showing through this foundation, because, you know, it's not meant to be, I guess it's not meant to be like a mask. So I will see how it goes throughout the day. Claims to have a staying power of 12 hours, so I will check in approximately 12 hours time, and I will see whether you know, whether the foundation is still on, whether it's still nice and flawless, whether it could last perhaps as evening makeup as well. So I'll see you guys very soon. Hi guys, so it has now been approximately 11 hours since I applied the foundation, and well, the foundation is still on my face, but it seems that it has become a little bit patchy. So I can see that, for example, on my forehead, in the center of my forehead, I can still see sort of the yellow coverage of the foundation, but here on the sides it's actually already pretty much gone. Then again, because I do have fairly large pores, it seems that it kind of sunk into the pores as well, so you can actually see, obviously not from a distance, but if you look closely you can actually see those little dots on my face. You can also see the redness around my nose, which has become more visible now, around my mouth, on my chin. So overall the foundation is still there. I can definitely exactly see the difference, but you can definitely see the redness of my skin showing through the foundation. So again, after this many hours, that is something to be expected, but you know, we are always looking for the miracle foundations anyway, so this does not seem to be one of them. Overall, the foundation is still there, so after, you know, 11 hours, I'd say that its lasting power is greater than most of the foundations I have used, and at this point, if let's say I was going out for dinner, I would probably just, you know, use some concealer and powder and maybe, you know, refresh my makeup, but I would not just apply the foundation from scratch. Nevertheless, I mean, it has not lasted the full 12 hours, not in the flawless condition that one would expect. It is a fairly decent foundation, it is full coverage. If you want something for, let's say, I'd say up to 8 hours, this would be a really good foundation to use. But if you want something for longer and if you need it to stay on absolutely flawlessly, then I don't think that this would be the best foundation to use. However, bear in mind my face, especially in the T-zone and the forehead, my face is quite oily, so obviously the oil from my face will move the foundation a little bit anyway, so it's sort of inevitable with oily skin for the foundation to dissolve at some point. If you have dry skin, then you know there is a very good chance that you might actually be really happy with this foundation for many hours, maybe even more than 12. But again, I wouldn't know that because my face is quite oily. Thank you guys for watching. I do hope that you find this video at least a little bit useful, and I will see you very soon for my next video.